So today we're going to talk about a horror slasher thriller movie that came out in 2014, whose name is The Town That Dreaded Sundown. This movie's IMDb rating is 5.6 out of 10, and the movie got 66% on Rotten Tomatoes. And this movie revolves around a girl named Jami, who lived in a town named Texarkana. And the special thing about this town was that, in reality, this town was a combination of two towns that was later made into one. And that's why there were two mayors in this town, and two different police forces as well, whose uniforms were even different. So guys, before moving ahead with the video, if you are new to this channel, then subscribe to this channel and set the bell icon to all, so that you keep getting notifications for such interesting videos. So now, without any delay, let's head straight towards the video. At the beginning of the movie, we are told the history of this town, how back in 1946, a masked killer came to the town who used to kill couples who went to deserted places and got intimate. Every day he took many lives, and this killer was named the Phantom. Gradually, people stopped leaving their houses altogether. The police even took 2 or 3 suspects into custody. And ever since these suspects were put behind bars, the murders stopped throughout the entire town. But guys, despite this, people believed that this killer was still roaming free. After this backstory, we are shown a scene from 2013 where a movie based on this very story had been made, which had the exact same name, The Town That Dreaded Sundown. And guys, this original movie had also been released in 1976. Inspired by that 1976 movie, this current movie was made and released in 2014. So now, in the present scene, we see some teenagers who are being shown this Phantom Killer movie on a screen. And right here, we see a couple whose names were Jami and Corey. Jami was feeling scared watching this film, so they leave from there, and both lovers go to Lover's Lane and start getting intimate. Just then, the Phantom Killer suddenly arrives here, and this was actually a shocking thing because he had suddenly appeared today after 1946. Now, what is the secret behind this, and why did this killer return after so many years, and how? We will find out ahead. The Phantom breaks their car window, pulls them out of the car, and makes Corey lie down. He tells Jami to turn around and says not to look back so that he can kill Corey. And he kills Corey by stabbing him multiple times with a knife. Out of fear, Jami starts running from there, and the Phantom chases after her. On the way, the Phantom catches her and says that he is doing all of this for Mary. What this meant and who this Mary was, I will tell you about later. Now, after delivering this dialogue about Mary, the Phantom leaves Jami alive, and Jami runs back to the screen where the Phantom's movie was being shown. All the people watching the movie there rush Jami to the hospital, and soon this news spreads like wildfire, and everyone finds out that the Phantom Killer has returned to the town. Corey's body is found the next morning under a statue, on which the Phantom's mask had also been placed. After questioning Jami, she is provided with police protection. The next night, Jami asks her grandma, "Have you also heard the story of this Phantom?" So the grandmother says yes, it was during her grandparents' time when she was very young. So her grandmother had told her the story of this Phantom, and had also told her never to go out of the house alone, and if she did go out of the house, to change her path whenever she saw a stranger. Now, after hearing this, late at night, Jami reads an article on the internet in which a girl named Mary was killed by the Phantom. And guys, just now this Phantom had deliberately mentioned Mary's name in front of Jami to give this message that he is doing all of this for Mary. And guys, this message had no other meaning. Behind this, the Phantom had only one motive, so that Jami and the rest of the townspeople could find out that he has truly come back here after 1946, and that he also knows the victims of 1946, among whom Mary is also one. Now, after reading this, Jami cries a lot. The next day, Corey's funeral is held where Corey's mom blames Jami herself for Corey's death. Then, due to having a lot of mental breakdown, Jami goes to meet a psychiatrist. So we also find out here that Jami has lost people close to her since childhood. Like when she was 7 years old, her parents were killed in a car accident. She had lost her grandfather too, and now she lives with her grandma. Then on the other side, we see another couple. A soldier had recently returned after finishing his duty. So his girlfriend comes to meet him, and as soon as it becomes evening, these people go to a hotel and get intimate there. Later, the soldier goes downstairs to get coffee and cookies, so the Phantom strikes the soldier's head, severing his skull, and throws that head inside through the window glass of his girlfriend's room. When the soldier's girlfriend, seeing this out of fear, starts to run away, Phantom starts to chase her. But this girl, breaking the glass of the bathroom window, jumps from above, and a large piece of glass pierces her leg. But even then, this girl gets into the car. But Phantom also, coming behind her into the car, stabs her multiple times with a knife and kills this girl too. And the very next day, the news of 2 more people dying spreads completely. And both the mayors of the town appeal to the people to stay inside their home, especially in the evening. Soon, many people start putting extra security on their homes and windows, because people were now not safe even in their own home. Meetings also start happening in the town hall, and everyone was discussing what should be done on this issue. Finishing the meeting, Jami goes to a library where she meets a boy named Nick, who was the in charge there. Also, many years ago, Nick and Jami used to study together in chemistry class, and Jami had actually come to the library to look at Phantom's history and things related to him, so that she could find out whether the 1946 killer has really come back or not, or if this is someone else who is carrying forward the real Phantom's name. On the other side, the police and their chief were also gathering information about the Phantom. Jami gathers a lot of information and explains everything in front of the police chief and other police officers that actually in 1946, a man named Benjamin Sewell was arrested, and he was thought to be the Phantom. And people believed this even more when he was caught, and since then no one died in the city. So maybe Benjamin was that Phantom. And after 30 years he was released from prison. But Benjamin, being very ill, died in the hospital a year ago. But the point was that the nurse there said that a grandson of Benjamin used to come to meet him. So, according to Jami, it must be Benjamin's grandson who is carrying forward his grandfather's name. That too by becoming the Phantom, and he is the one who is killing people. But Officer Foster says that no, Benjamin's grandson also died in an accident 2 years ago, so he cannot be doing all this. But hearing this theory of Jami, everyone understands that whoever the killer is, he is definitely not the real 1946 Phantom. This is actually someone else who is getting clout in his name. That same evening, Nick comes to meet Jami again after doing some more research, and he had dug up some more information about the Phantom. Nick and Jami were slowly getting close. Nick says that tonight in the town, they are going to hold a candle march for the soldier, his girlfriend, and Corey. So will you also come along? So Jami says yes, and both of them go there. And just then, suddenly in front of everyone, the Phantom appears, and seeing him, all the people run away, and Jami falls down out of fear. Just then, a soldier fires a bullet at the Phantom, due to which he dies right then and there. When the police remove that Phantom's mask, it was actually a teenager from the town itself. All the people get happy, and this news spreads across the entire town that the Phantom has been killed. Here on the other side in the town, we get to see a gay couple whom the Phantom kills one by one. That too, in a very brutal way. Meaning, guys, the boy whom the soldier shot during the candle march was not the real Phantom. The next morning, a note is found from that boy's house stating, "I want to die, but I don't have the courage to die. That's why I am going in front of the police disguised as the Phantom so that the police can easily kill me." Meaning, guys, the real Phantom was still roaming around freely. Days pass like this, but who the Phantom is, no one is able to find out. One night, Nick tries to kiss Jami, but Jami kicks him out of the car because she had still not forgotten Corey. But the very next day, Jami forgives Nick and gives him a kiss. And from today onward, these two were a couple. On the other side, we see Officer Foster, who goes to a bar and meets a woman. They get to know each other quite well, and these two were getting intimate in Foster's house. Just then, the Phantom shoots a bullet and kills Foster, meaning Officer Poster was dead here. And later, the Phantom starts chasing that woman. This woman escapes and runs into a field, but the Phantom goes into the field and kills her and crucifies her corpse. Many lives were being lost in the town, and catching the Phantom had become necessary. Therefore, Nick and Jami go to that guy, the man whose father had made the original 1976 movie, The Town That Dreaded Sundown, which was based on the original Phantom. That director's son says that, according to his father, Benjamin Sewell, the suspect, was actually not the Phantom at all. The poor guy had to spend 30 years in prison for no reason. The real Phantom was probably a man named Hank McCready, who was found dead on the railway tracks. According to this guy, Hank had actually committed suicide because he was the Phantom and was feeling guilty because he had killed many people in the town. Furthermore, this guy also says that Hank McCready, meaning the real Phantom, also had a grandson, and he is probably the one who has returned to carry on his grandfather's work. Hearing this story, Jami starts to believe it. That night, Jami's grandmother decides that she and Jami will leave the city, and she will get Jami admitted to a college in another city, so that they both stay safe and get out of this town. Once this is decided, Jami and Nick get intimate for a last goodbye, and as night falls, Jami and her grandmother set off. After driving for a while, they both stop at a gas station to fill up gas. While the gas was being filled in the car, Jami goes inside the station to get water, when suddenly the Phantom arrives there. There were two other people at the gas station, an old traveler and the gas station owner. The Phantom shoots and kills all three of these people. Now only Jami was left alone, so she takes a gun from inside the station and starts running into the forest. The Phantom chases her and shoots an arrow into Jami's leg from a bow, causing her to fall down, and the Phantom drives another arrow into her shoulder. Because of this, Jami was now severely injured. And guys, to our surprise, we can see two Phantoms who both come in front of Jami together. Yes, guys, meaning there were two people in the town who were killing people disguised as the Phantom. And those two people were none other than Officer Foster and Jami's boyfriend, Corey. Yes, guys, these two were the real Phantom. Now, guys, you will say that Corey was killed in the very first scene, and Foster was also shot and killed. So how can they be the Phantom? So guys, actually this entire setup was done by these two themselves. These people faked killing each other and claimed fake deaths so that no one would suspect them. And with Foster being a cop, executing this task was no big deal for him. So upon learning their secret, Jami starts crying that Corey betrayed her. Corey says that he was tired of this life and wanted to do something so that people would remember him for the rest of his life, which is why he chose this path. And Foster says that he is actually the grandson of Hank McCready, meaning the real Phantom, who had given up his life under the train tracks in 1946. So now he will carry forward his grandfather's work and kill everyone. After saying all this, Foster first of all kills his own partner, meaning Corey, because Corey's work was now finished. Now he didn't need Corey anymore, and then he was about to kill Jami with a knife. But Jami had a gun which she had picked up from the gas station. So before Foster could kill her, Jami shoots Foster, and finally, this game of the Phantom was over. The next day, the police confirmed that all of this was the doing of Officer Foster and Corey, who in reality were completely crazy people. And another mystery was solved, that the real Phantom in 1946 was not Benjamin Sewell, but was actually a guy named Hank McCready. Now, as soon as this case is solved, Jami goes out of the city and starts her new life, and she also takes admission in a college. Just like that, a few days pass by, and one night when Jami was going home after finishing her classes, we can see another masked man behind her who was actually the Phantom. And with this, the movie ends here, meaning guys, this masked man, meaning the next Phantom, could probably be Foster's son. So guys, what do you think? Could this be Foster's grandson or some friend of Corey's? Do let me know by commenting below. So friends, this was the detailed explanation of the movie The Town That Dreaded Sundown. I hope you liked this video. So if you enjoyed this video, then like this video, share this video as much as possible. And if you are new to the channel, then also subscribe to the channel and set the bell icon to all so that you keep getting notifications for such interesting videos. So friends, see you in another such interesting video. Until then, peace out.